It's a West versus East contest here in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, as the Bulls play one at home. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony, and Chicago ends up going with the new group. Houston also making some changes. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Marquise Chris comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Eric Gordon subbed in for Anthony. And so in the game for the Rockets, the engine of this team, Paul and Harden in the backcourt. Marquise Chris is out there with Gordon. Then it's Nene in at the 5, down low. We've got so many young, exciting players in the NBA right now, Chris. When you think about the league's best player, the league MVP, in say 7 years, what names come to mind?
That's a great question. I mean, you have to think about guys like the Greek Freak.
Or even 5 years. It doesn't have to be that long.
Yeah, but just the potential. I know what you're saying there, Kevin. I mean, Embiid, Ben Simmons, the Greek Freak.
Tatum.
Wow.
I know.
It's just so you could just go to all the young teams and say these guys are next. I mean, all you gotta do is look at the rookie, sophomore, the phenom game, and just close your eyes and pick any of those guys because you know that they're talent. But yeah, the Greek Freak, Anthony Davis, Embiid, I think those are all safe bets.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Payne with it, working on Green. Puts it up from 12. Allen, that's good. And the Bulls lead by 6.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Paul kicks to Green. Back to Paul. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And it's 7 points for Chris Paul.
Oh, so composed and confident. I mean, Paul isn't the biggest guy. That doesn't stop him from getting it done inside.
Payne finds Allen. Over Green. Allen's shot is off.
You can't be missing shots like that in the post. That'll get you a spot on the bench.
Passes to Chris. He dishes it to Paul. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. Payne with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. To the inside. From 8. Here's Allen. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, both teams have come out with solid offensive strategies. And then, of course, guys are finishing.
Gordon against Holiday. Outside, Green. No good on the triple. For the Houston Rockets, they come into tonight following a loss to the Nets in Brooklyn. The kick out to Holiday. Foul on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yeah, Justin Holiday. How about this, man? You gotta love it. The Holiday brothers. Congratulations, Mama Holiday. Oh, you too, Dad. But look at this. Justin Holiday, 14 months older than his brother, Drew Holiday. Justin's route to the league is more winding, though. Time in Europe, the G League, 5 teams in many seasons. Who cares? You're in the league, baby.
Allen passes to Lopez. Basket, good. And now a 9-point Bulls lead.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Mike D'Antoni. David.
Kevin, I asked him what he thought the key factors would be coming into this game, and he said, well, our length and shot blocking should help. It gives offenses something to think about when they come inside. That hesitation can be a game changer. We'll see if that holds true tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
David, thank you. Do you think that's the right approach, guys?
I don't think it's ever wrong to focus on defense first. It sets a tone that can last for an entire game.
Oh, and it could lead to some easy points too, Greg. I bet you that they turn a lot of turnovers into transition buckets today.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Allen finds Portis. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Trying to get back on track. Here's Nene, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Nene is out of Brazil, a quality player for whom injuries have always been a constraining factor.
Yeah, and that's one reason you like him in that reserve role, controlling his minutes, keeping them fresh, because he's a difference maker on the floor at both ends.
Chicago making a switch here. Blakeney's checked in. Ennis, he's checked in for the Rockets.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Well, I love how they've done it. They built this huge lead with points in the paint, dominating physically.
Kicks to Gordon. Outside, Green. Just 4 to shoot. Ball right side. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Portis.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
No, I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
Here's Allen. Great tee that time from Green. Here's Paul, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Well, Lopez is out there to set the tone defensively. I mean, he's a wily, strong defender who sends shots back with authority.
And so it's Chicago holding. We have all seen the incredible dunk. Here's what AI.
You know, the funny thing about that.
I can only imagine the amount of texts and calls that flooded AI's phone after that dunk. My goodness.
And what's interesting, though, is that he didn't even realize what he had done. Sometimes you just get caught up in the moment of a play, and it isn't until after that you see the degree of difficulty of what you just pulled off.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Bulls team out there.
I mean, a huge lead, and already after this first quarter, they're starting to make it look easy.
I love it. They have their track shoes on. Right off the tip, they were in full attack mode. This offense is really churning.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Gordon is at the 2 with Green playing the 3. Ennis out there with Nene, and it's Paul in at the point guard position.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes. And anybody can get a run-of-the-mill putback, but he makes them count.
Rockets trail by 6. Outside Gordon. Floats one up. A shot by Paul, no good.
The D doing everything they can to cut him off on his way to the hoop.
Here's Allen. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Last season, they were trying to speed up the game, C-Web. Teams were given fewer timeouts. Do you think they achieved that goal?
Well, yeah, the new rules, 18 to 14 total timeouts, no more 20-second timeouts. All quarters have 2 mandatories. I think it does help speed up, and these are the greatest coaches in the world. They can adjust. They just need to know what the rules are, and I love the fast pace, the fast pitch count. Let's make sure that we keep the game in a way that fans love it, and we're not leaving any time out there on the floor. I think the coaches have made a great adjustment to it, and look, play on the East Coast is always going to be a little bit slower, a little bit more methodical than the West. But I tell you what, it seems like it's speeded up the game on both sides, and that's something great for us fans.
Well said. The 9-foot shot. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Harden kicks to Nene. Back to Harden. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Bulls leading by 6. Allen drives in. High post Lopez. Parker outside. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Allen. It's rebounded by Houston. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are 2 teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
Ennis, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jabari Parker. Houston. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And to look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Bulls.
And the three-point shot above the break has become a popular shot in the league, but not for them tonight. They're passing that one up and just trying to get their offense from closer to the hoop. And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Payne kicks to Lopez. Allen inside, guarded by Green. Good. Allen's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Nene against Lopez. Harden can't hit.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Allen, that's good.
He's been in control here tonight, helping them get in front with his work from the field.
There's a minute 40 left in the first half of the game. Paul kicks to Nene. Outside, Green. Shot clock at 6. Releases. Buries the jump shot.
There's no lack of aggression on his part. When he's got the chance to score, he'll take it.
The Bulls leading by 8. Lopez outside. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, the arms of Lopez going forever, which is why he's able to create for himself.
Outside, Green. No good on the triple.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
Portis, the pass to Allen. Portis kicks to Payne. There's the pass to Allen. Over Green. There's Allen. That's good on the assist from Payne. And now a 12-point Bulls lead.
But if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
Paul outside. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Portis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
And so Green will bring it up for Houston. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. Harden outside. Over Holiday. An amazing shot, just barely. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 10-point lead. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Really an incredible game from AI for the Rockets. Nene, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Ennis comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Gordon in for James Harden. Robin Lopez out there with Allen. Then there's Valentine. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Blakeney in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Allen dishes to LaVine. Back to Allen. And the layup falls. Allen's got 17 now.
Well, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timing.
Rockets trail by 9. Oh, of all the troubles the Bulls suffered last season, Chris, rebounding was not one of them.
But would you believe this? I mean, the Bulls have been top 10 in rebounding every year for the last 16 years. And for 3 of those years, they were number 1 overall.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. For Houston, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. Bobby Portis is checked in for Chicago. Cameron Payne comes in for Zach LaVine. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Here's Gordon. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. He's got 5.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
Back to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Kevin, and you risk getting dunked on, posterized. I mean, if you let Portis get good positioning, don't be surprised.
Paul with the ball, working on Payne, takes the 13-footer. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Bulls leading by 6. Pass to Allen. It's stolen by Ennis. Outside Gordon. Inside. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Payne. Unloads from 9. Again, Chicago.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Rockets trailed by 8. And here is Paul. 12 points for him. Over Payne. And it's off the back rim. No good. Now Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Allen, that's good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And the Rockets with possession here. Releases. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. With a look at the Rockets organization, Chris, one of the best run teams people think in this league.
Oh, well, definitely. I mean, over a decade of winning basketball, they find ways to win, and they won't be satisfied till they win it all.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Payne. Here's Holiday. Plays it up off the glass. Holiday's got 7 points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Ball finds Nene. Now here's Ennis. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Gordon. Shot clock at 5. And he's good on the 3 ball. Gordon's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, you really do have to D up Gordon from deep. I mean, he doesn't need much time to get his shot off.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Chris Paul. The Bulls shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Green against Allen, over Green, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Well, Kevin, the Western Conference Finals, I mean, the Rockets had the Warriors right where they wanted them. But due to the injury of Chris Paul, I mean, they helped open the door for the Dubs, but you got to play who's in front of you, and they won the last 2 games to take the series.
The Bulls leading by 5. Passes it to Portis. To the paint. Here's Blakeney. Yep, that one goes in there. And had they advanced to the finals, Chris, the Rockets would have been favored. Is it hard to bounce back when you felt so close to winning a title?
It can haunt you, but it also inspires you because you know there's things you can work on and you can get right back. I mean, winning a title this year should go a long way towards soothing that pain.
Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Allen inside. He's against Green. Allen's shot is off. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. There's the feed to Green. And it's out of bounds. Last touched by Allen.
All right, a chance to see stats for Paul. Last season, he played outstanding. 2nd in free throw percentage, 6th in assists, and he ended up in the top 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
And back to his free throw shooting percentage, 2nd in the league. I never saw lapses in his concentration at all. Always completely focused, completely automatic. Ennis misses.
I think a kick out is the better option. Defense had the rim on lockdown.
The wide open look here for Holiday. Gets a very good look and converts. Holiday's got 4 points in the quarter.
Gets it to him off the bounce pass and gets the assist.
Green against Allen. Now here's Paul. 16 points for him. And stolen by Dunn. Goes up. And Dunn with the slam.
Can't be too careful around Dunn. He's consistent in finding ways to swipe the ball.
Rockets trail by 11. Paul outside. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in. Paul's got 18 points.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Allen, that's good.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Done against Paul. He kicks to Gordon. From deep three-point range. Off the mark. And so it's Chicago, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've played the better game so far, but and now we take a look back to Mike D'Antoni talking to his team.
Come on, guys. Come on. Play our game.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Paul and Gordon are the backcourt pair. Nene is out there with Anthony, and it's Green in at the 3.
How about the point guard position? A lot like the quarterback. You need a team to put the ball in your hands and trust you to run the show, especially down the stretch. Last season, the Bulls handed Chris Dunn the keys. He seized the opportunity.
Paul outside. The dish to Gordon. Kicks it to Tucker. Outside Gordon. Paul against Dunn. Now here's Paul. Defense right on him. Dunn with some nice D.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
You at least got to honor Dunn's J. I mean, he's more than capable of sinking it in from those in-between spots.
Paul surveying the floor. Nene at the elbow. Holiday against Gordon. And it's Paul top the key. Over Dunn. Paul can't get it to go. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Stolen by Tucker. Here's Gordon. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Chicago calls timeout.
Well, one thing that sold Eric Gordon on joining the Rockets was the strength of their training staff. Ariza told him, you feel 10 years younger here. Well, he certainly looks healthy and mature.
Rockets trail by 7. Al Harden, the pass to Ennis. Harden outside. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And Gordon had battled injuries in New Orleans, as the entire team had really. But as you said, Chris, it's been a different story for him with the Rockets.
Oh, yeah, and we're seeing his finishing return to levels not seen since his years with the Clippers. I mean, from his first step to his bounce inside, I mean, his athleticism, he's made a comeback.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Anthony comes in for James Ennis, and Chris Paul subbed in for Gordon. Carter kicks to Parker, shoots over Tucker, and Parker gets it to go. The assist from Carter. Carter's got 3 assists tonight. Rockets trail by 8. Pass to Capella. Outside Anthony. On the wing, Harden. Guarded by Levine. Nails the baby hook. 22 points for James Harden.
A ferocious player on the offensive end. Harden is fantastic at staying aggressive, actively looking for a shot.
Here's Allen. He gets it in there.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Houston's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Ball left side. Fires for 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 9 assists now tonight.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Allen in the post, covered by Anthony. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Harden kicks to Paul. Six to shoot. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Tucker. Can't nail the jumper. Chicago leading by 7. Levine passes to Allen. Back to Levine. And it's Parker in the corner. Anthony with it. Dishes it to Harden. Pass to Paul. Overdone. That one rolling around and rims out.
The D a little slow to get in his face. They're fortunate to get caught.
Parker kicks to Allen. Carter outside. Launches a 3. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Chicago.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Allen.
Just the scoring alone. I mean, it's a fantastic game for him. He was just going over, around, through the defense, I mean, all day long.
And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan Player of the Game.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He doesn't always get the minutes he's gotten tonight, but there's no way they were going to sit him down once he got going. And the crowd has been loving it. A memorable night for him coming off the bench.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Well, a well-earned victory, feeding off the energy of this hometown crowd really all night.
And that one's good, Anthony.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
It's Allen on the wing. Back to Payne. So it's Chicago winning this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a tremendous offensive night for you. How did you find that rhythm?
You know, I just went out there trying to follow Coach's game plan. I mean, we all did, really. You know, he knew exactly what we needed to do to win this game, and we all just stepped up and got it done. Simple as that, really.
Well, the execution was on point all night. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and